You're about to discover the ultimate secret to creating lifelong financial independence in your home business using just the internet. Over the next few minutes, I'd like to share with you the unusual story behind how I went from dead broke to getting up to 51 checks in the mail per month, making up to $4,954.55 per day in my little home business, and how I stumbled onto a little secret that now allows me to recruit up to 3,015 people within the span of a couple weeks, all at the push of a button, pretty much whenever I want. So who am I? Well, that's me. My name's Dagan, and I do have a t-shirt on that says I'm retired, don't ask me to do a damn thing. And yeah, those are a bunch of checks in my hand. Like I said, my name is Dagan Smith, and people call me the king of never calling a single lead because a few years back, I discovered a simple little formula for creating multiple streams of income, generating endless leads, and recruiting on command without ever picking up the phone. Here's a few highlights. I've recruited up to 3,015 people in less than 13 days, generated up to 51 income streams per month. I've been the head internet marketing trainer and consultant for top companies in the industry, and all without picking up the phone to call a single lead and at the push of a button. So let's just say I've been around the block a little bit. I spent a lot of time and money perfecting the little system I'm going to be sharing with you today, and it works today like absolute clockwork to bring in endless leads, multiple streams of income, and recruits on demand, like I said, pretty much whenever I want. So why am I sharing this with you right now? Because I'm convinced if you just copy my process, you'll achieve the same type of results. Results like endless autopilot leads, more checks than days in the month, constant daily cash, and the ability to recruit at the push of a button on command. That's not the cool part for you though. I've taught regular people just starting out from absolute scratch these methods, and they've had some amazing results too. I'm going to share my simple 3-step system in a second, but first, let me share a few of their results with you. So here's what just a few others have been able to achieve with the same 3-step system I'm about to share with you. One of my students, Jazley, was able to raise $5,000 for his business and double the size of his team to over 637 people within just 4 weeks using the same simple system I'm going to share with you. Another one of my students, Anchor, time period was a little bit longer, but he went from about 1,000 people in his downline to now over 9,000 using the exact same system. Anchor also sent in an image of some of his recent income. These are two of my favorite students, Philip and Felicia LeBlanc. They were really good at their business in the offline world, but didn't know much about the internet. And they'd spent some time training with me, and in just the last 30 days, they were able to generate over 2.1 million visitors to their website. And my good friend Jonathan Budd, one student, now good friend, has taken these same strategies, and he's been able to make over $1 million with his best month being right around 106,000 at the time that he sent in this little piece of feedback. Now, I know since then he's done a lot bigger numbers. John also shared a few of his income streams. Okay, so now that you can see these results are real for other people, let's talk about how we can make these results real for you too. The people you saw all have one thing in common. They all learned a little principle from me I call maximum leverage. In order for me to share this principle with you with full impact, let me start back at the beginning. Let me share with you how I turned $40 into a team of 8,023 and why it's not all it's cracked up to be. I started out like everyone else. I wanted freedom from the job, and so I turned to the home-based business arena. Within 7 painful months, I had lost over $7,000 that I didn't have, all on credit cards, and faced more painful rejection over the phone cold calling leads than I would ever wish on my worst enemy. Needless to say, I quit that business. Soon after, I found the internet and a business that changed my life. I still remember spending that first $40 on that little ad and having over 24 people show up in my team within the next 2 days. And it was totally crazy because I'd spent 7 months prior on the phone 6 hours a day. Here I was placing one little ad and poof, all of a sudden there are 24 people there. Within a few months, there was over 1,000 people in the team and I thought I was on my way to riches. But here's what happened. The team grew steadily until we hit about 3,417 people. And then we hit a bottleneck. Let me explain. Attrition. The people joining the business equaled the people leaving. And at that point, I lived and died by my downline report. If we had a good day and we had more people join than left, I was happy I was on cloud 9. If not, I was scared out of my mind that I was going to lose all of my income. Up until that point, I really did think that recruiting was the pathway to riches in the home business arena. Boy, was I wrong. See, no one ever told me that just being good at recruiting was actually worse than a job. So here's a little bit about why being a so-called heavy hitter kind of sucks. Like I said before, you live and you die by your downline report. It's actually harder to keep a large downline than it is to grow one. Your downline, no matter what you're doing, will eventually always plateau. And here's what's most important. Your time is not your own. You become the customer support, sales, and training department for your entire team. So you have a job that has no bounds. And you end up in a never-ending cycle of downline building. Building a team, watching it slowly go away, and doing it over and over and over again. So, if being a heavy hitter isn't the answer to financial independence in the home business world, then what is? It's a position I've shared with only a lucky few called maximum leverage. Let me explain. When I saw the inevitable fate I just shared with you of my business with recruiting as my primary objective, I switched my focus to 3 deceptively simple things. Here's how I knew I was on the right track. My passive lead flow exploded. My income streams went from few to many, many, many. And my income skyrocketed in the span of just a few short months. I even had some very good days where I made way more in just a single day than I used to in a couple years at my job. And it didn't matter the opportunity I joined. I grew teams fast and at the push of a button. High-tier opportunities, traditional nutritional-based opportunities, new online startups. The results were always the same. Instant teams and rapid duplication on command. I stumbled across something I didn't expect focusing on these 3 key leverage points, which was, in working my business from a position of maximum leverage, recruiting and duplication became more than easy. It became virtually guaranteed and on command, literally at the push of a button. I've only shared this simple 3-step process in full once, and those who attended the live training happily paid $1,191 each. And the cool thing is, I'd like to share that exact same system with you right now. The same complete step-by-step system you can use to generate endless leads, multiple streams of income, and finally obtain the ability to recruit at will whenever you want. And when I say step-by-step, I mean step 1, do this, here's how and why. Step 2, do this, here's how and why. Step 3, and so on, and so on, and so on. This is not some system filled with vague theories and concepts that never get you anywhere. This is my true real-life tested experience, and I spell out specifically how to follow the same steps as me so you can start getting real results and earning real money fast. But don't worry, maximum leverage is not going to cost you $1,191. Here's just a little bit of what they learned, and you will too. You're going to learn what I call my free traffic magnet system, how to generate 10,000 plus free, highly responsive visitors monthly to your website, even if you're just getting started. You also, for using this strategy, get your name plastered across the net thousands of times for free simply by following the steps. You're going to learn the push-button recruiting system, how to use simple email to recruit with zero rejection. The same exact system I've used to recruit some 3,843 people in just the last couple of years. You're going to learn my automatic newsletter recruiting system, the secret to recruiting up to 75 people per ad with simple online newsletter marketing. A couple of my students, Ryan and Brian, became the number 5 recruiters in their company because of this one strategy alone. You're going to learn what I call the 60,000 autopilot lead secret, how to use CPA networks to generate thousands of leads per day. I've generated up to 2,673 leads per day while on vacation using this exact strategy. You're going to learn what I call my idiot-proof pay-per-click marketing system. It's my simple system for generating as many dirt cheap pay-per-click leads as I want really fast. I call this idiot-proof because I taught this to my 16-year-old younger brother, and he was generating leads at less than $1 in less than an hour, and so will you. You're going to learn what I call your own funded proposal system. You're going to learn how to create your own 100% profit recruiting machine in 7 days or less. This has made more than a few of my students a lot of money. You're going to learn the sonic recruiting blueprint, how to recruit at the speed of sound without you even being there. I taught this to one of my students, Tracy, in 45 minutes, and the next day she recruited 6 people within an hour, and she wasn't even there. And really, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Like I said, the complete maximum leverage system is not going to cost you $1,191. The price I originally set for this extremely limited release of this system was $497. But it's not going to cost you $497. Here's why. When I was struggling, I had more credit card debt than I could handle. And I would have found a way to pay the cost, but I would have loved to get access to the right system for less. In fact, I would have loved the person who made it available to me in my time of extreme need. And so that's the same thing I want to do for you. That's why it's not going to cost you $497 or even $297. For a very limited time, I'm going to give you access to the entire system for just one measly buck. That's right, the entire system others paid $1,191 for, I'm going to grant access to you to just a limited few people for just $1. I know you're wondering what's the catch. Well, it's simple. I'm giving you access to the entire maximum leverage system for $1 because I want to give you a chance to experience the only thing more powerful than the system itself, a completely unfair advantage over the competition. With this system, I'm going to be granting you a 14-day trial in the Maximum Leverage Inner Circle coaching program. Here's why. I've learned over the years that there are only 2 ways to succeed to the $1 million level in the online home business arena. Would you like to know them? The fast way and the slow, expensive way. Which route would you rather take? If you're anything like I was when I got started, I know you want to go fast, kind of like Ricky Bobby. Here's what you don't do if you want to go fast. You don't try to figure everything out for yourself. That path cost me $7,000 I didn't have. It's slow, painful, and expensive. Please take my word on it. If you want to go fast, it's simple, and it's how I actually broke through myself. You find someone who's been where you want to go, and you attach yourself to their hip to learn everything they've experienced and that's bringing them real verifiable results right now. And that's what you'll get in the inner circle. Me training you live. This is actually a picture of me training some students in Singapore. I said in the inner circle you'd have a completely unfair advantage. Well, here's what I mean. You'll have instant access to the MLM Underground interview series. I go out and hunt down marketing experts and force them to reveal what's working now in their business for you to steal. Things like how to use eBay as a turnkey automated lead generator and have prospects pay you to become your lead. how to create your first physical product fast and easy, how to earn over $12 million from just one company, how to use CPA networks to generate up to 15,000 leads per day on complete autopilot. And that's just to name a few. I've run this program as a standalone for the last year, and thousands of people have paid me $39.97 per month just for this component as a standalone. For you, it's going to be included free. You also get access to my Midas Touch Insiders Ad Lab. This is where I share the results of every single ad I ever place, so you can basically cherry pick the best for almost guaranteed profitable returns. You'll get access to results like one little talked about advertising source that yielded me 1,979 leads, all at less than $1 a piece, and generated $68.97 sales in just 1 month. You can literally build an entire business with this one insider secret alone. You not only get access to this resource, but my top 10 converting spots to use as you like. Like I said, zero guesswork, and a lot more. I've run this program as a standalone for the last year, and hundreds of people have paid me $97 per month just for this one component as a standalone. It's included free for you. As a member of the Inner Circle, you'll also get access to 2 live monthly webinar training sessions. We meet live, I open up my business, and show you live what's working for me. We'll discuss anything from lead generation, income stream proliferation, to push-button recruiting secrets. My most cutting-edge results are taught to you live. I open up my business, nothing's hidden, you see the real deal. I've never done this for less than $397 per month, but with your Inner Circle membership, this too is 100% free. Plus, more than a few surprises I'll let you discover once you're on the inside. So here's everything you're going to get when you start your 14-day Maximum Leverage Inner Circle trial memberships today for just $1. You're going to get the complete Maximum Leverage system. That's a very real $1,190 value. You're going to get access to the MLM Underground interview series. It's a very real $39.97 per month value. You're also going to get access to the complete Midas Touch Insiders Ad Lab, which is a very real $97 per month value, and live hands-on step-by-step training twice a month, a very, very real, in fact, a steal of a bargain at $397 per month. Plus much more, but you'll see what I mean by that in just a couple minutes. That's a very real $1,724.97 in total value, all 100% free. I know you're probably wondering, how much is my Inner Circle membership going to cost me if I decide to stay on after my 14-day trial? Well, I don't know about you, but I went to college for 4 years, and that education cost over $120,000. But you know what? I can't complain. That education did net me a $30,000 per year job. But compared to that, what I'm going to share with you is going to sound completely insane. Considering everything I'm about to teach you cost me over $300,000 to learn in the School of Hard Knocks, then refined, taught to a few choice students who happily paid $1,191 to learn, and I've even had a few students who've taken this training and turned it into over $10,000 per month. Now, in no way am I saying that that's going to instantly happen for you, but I'd love it to. If you come to the right decision with a heart full of passion, just like I had and my most successful students have had, it certainly can. When compared to what my traditional education cost to get a $30,000 per year job that I didn't pay off my school loans for, actually until I started my online business incidentally, where everything you learn from me is scientifically tested and designed to put money back in your pocket from day one, you're not going to believe what I'm about to share. It's not going to run you $397 per month, even though it should. It's not even going to run you $297 per month, even though it would be a steal at that price. If you decide to make the smart decision to take the fast track path to success in your business, and you decide to remain a student past your 14-day $1 trial, your continuing education will cost you less than a McDonald's breakfast value meal per day. That's right, just $3.23 per day. And remember, If the inner circle isn't for you, you can cancel at any time and owe nothing. Really, all the risk is on me. I want to be your coach. I want to be part of your success story. And that's really why I'm offering you this $1 trial, to let you try everything out on my dime, not yours. Now it's decision time. I still remember looking at the Acropolis from my hotel room in Athens, Greece while I was on vacation. I had checked my email earlier that day and I'd already generated 1,551 leads and made $3,417 that day. Not because I was good, but because I had proactively created leverage that made these things happen for me automatically. That's the same future you have ahead of you in maximum leverage. I still remember back to the unusual chain of events that led to me finding the home-based business industry and all the struggles I had endured. How I didn't know anything, but I kept at it because I believed the answers were out there. I found those answers, changed my life because of them, helped others do the exact same thing, and now it's your turn. I've done everything in my power to make these life-altering strategies available to you. Now everything depends on what you do next. I've laid everything on the table for you. The entire $1,191 training is yours, along with all of the fast action bonuses. You've seen what leverage can do for your life, and right now you're only $1 away from instantly unlocking its power. And right now you'll do one of two things. Either you'll trust your gut and say yes, or you'll hesitate, do nothing, and miss this limited opportunity. I believe that within a few short months from now, maybe even a year from now, and for the rest of your life, you'll look back on this moment as the instant in which your life changed forever. But only if you make the decision to click on the Add to Cart button below and fill out the form before this limited opportunity vanishes. Of course, it's 100% secure and your information is encrypted, and it's never going to be seen by a single soul. If you wait, it may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but with absolute certainty, if you wait, you will miss this chance. I know without a shadow of a doubt, you'll do the right thing for yourself, for your business, and for your family. Click the Add to Cart button below now, and within the next 53 seconds, you'll be on your way to creating your own maximum leverage lifestyle. What are you waiting for? There's nothing to worry about. It's just a buck. Come on, let's get you started.